It's been a little while since I've done one of these quick thought videos because I have been so busy with the launch of my new podcast, Faithful Freedom, with Taryn Gregson, presented by We the Patriots USA. But it's time to bring them back because it's so important for us to be able to share with one another what we're learning in our faith journey and how we can help each other to grow even more in Christ each day, and our families to do so as well. If you have been following me on Instagram, you will notice that every Saturday I have been sharing ways that I am prepping for church on Sunday mornings. And that is what today's Quick Thoughts video is about. The best advice that I got as a new mom from a pastor was to prepare for church on Saturday night. He himself is now in his 80s, and back when he was growing up as a child, he shared that his parents, his mother in particular, would prep the household for church on Sunday because it was obligatory. They had to go to church as a family every Sunday morning per his father's rules, which is great. All of you dads out there need to take charge. It is ultimately your job to get your family to church each Sunday, but we all know moms are an integral part in the organization and getting that done. And he said that his mom even went as far as to lay out their clothes the night before and what they would wear to church. I mean, some of us have maybe done that growing up the night before school to get ready. And he's suggesting that we really just prepare our hearts for church the next day, and to, prepare yourself just like you would for anything else that you have to do the following day to make sure you make it happen. So if you're one of those people that, mentally prepares themselves for, work the next day, whether that's just knowing what you're going to pack for your lunch the next day, this is the same concept that you should be bringing to your prep for church. So I'm going to continue to share those tips each Saturday with you. So follow me on Instagram, and you can also check out the church prep highlight on my Instagram story highlights to see what that advice is that I share. A lot of what I do is prepare breakfast, so that way it's not so much of a scramble, no pun intended, the next morning, and we don't feel so rushed. And it also makes it a little special, right? And that you've prepared a special meal for your family to enjoy together before heading to church. It makes that a fun tradition. It makes it special and unique to be able to share that together before going to church. I also do things like pack my planner to take with me to church. In my Hope Fuel planner, which I highly suggest you check out, there are pages each week dedicated to doing sermon notes, and so you can take notes for what the pastor is saying in your sermon during his sermon, and that has been tremendous help to me and learning and really soaking up church services on Sunday, and not just, in one ear and out the other. So that's been instrumental. And also, just on Saturday in general, getting a lot done around the house. Saturday is sort of a free day for us, right? And we should absolutely enjoy it, spend time with family and friends, but it's also a day to get things done around the house and to tie up loose ends from the week. So I encourage you to make Saturday sort of a work day because, right, Sunday is supposed to be a day of rest for us. It is supposed to be the Sabbath. So even though I do find myself doing a lot of work at church that day, volunteering in the Sunday school and different committees and doing a lot of fun stuff on Sunday, I have relieved myself from needing to do things like clean the house, do laundry, things like that. And that too is prep for Sunday, right? I make sure and I get those tasks done so I really can enjoy the day of rest with my family and friends and with my church community. So those are just a few quick thoughts on how to prep the day before for church. And I promise you, if you're doing that, if you are making it intentional to get ready for church, the following morning, your family won't miss it. It will be something that you will make as a part of your family's routine. And let's face it, Pastor Partridge, who I had on my podcast recently, he just posted on Twitter and Instagram and said that Jesus was more determined to go to the cross and die and suffer and be tortured than we as people in America are to go to church. Christ was more dedicated to go to the cross than we are to go to church, which is not torture. It's not that difficult. So we need to, and this new moment in our nation's history, redirect our families, make them the priority for us as Americans, and church is an integral part of that. So I encourage you to prep the night before, the day before for church on Sunday. Make it a priority and follow me on Instagram as I share those tips with you each week.